My wonderful, beautiful, amazing Geminis. I'm Gabriella from Gabriella's Vampire Tarot. For today, I'm going to be doing a general love reading of 5 card spread. But before I do that, I want to offer these 2 beautiful roses as a token of my love and appreciation for you all for supporting me. Love you guys incredibly, so thank you so much for your love and devotion towards me and my channel. So anyway, this 5 card love reading includes that the first card represents you, the second the other person, the third the relationship, the fourth the past, the fifth the future. Now I'm going to draw a Vampire Oracle for you and then a Favole. But let's get started with card number 1, which is you. Interesting. Page of Pentacles. Okay. I'm getting, both the Geminis in a relationship and the single ones. And for example, I think this is more or less for the single ones out there. It's like, you're kind of waiting, to actually receive, a response from the other person and stuff like that. Because if you look at this vampire, it's kind of like a business person, whoever, man or woman, whoever. The thing is, it's like, well, here's the pentacle in a briefcase, and the person, or, in this aspect, you, is pretty much probably waiting to hear from the other person, whether it's from the proposal, whether it's from any kind of, question or response, or maybe, you guys started using these technical devices to communicate with each other. Maybe you're the one that actually, approached the other person, but now you're just kind of waiting and thinking, are you going to respond to this, yes or no? Well, and for the ones who are in a relationship, it looks like that maybe, it's like, I hope this isn't like a divorce kind of or breakup situation, because, this vampire is in a suit and, in a suit and tie, and, and that usually means that, there's a lot of, legal stuff. So in that case, I'm sorry if you are going through any kind of breakup or divorce kind of situation where this person is saying, okay, or maybe it could be even be you, 100% your prerogative, no judgment ever coming from me, about saying, okay, I here are the divorce papers and stuff like that. So, please sign them so we can move on, our separate ways. But either way, it's like, I can understand, from both sides, and I really want to wish you all the best of luck in any way, whether it's from divorce, breakup, or hopefully, you will hear from this person. Now, hypothetically, if the person doesn't respond, I mean, the thing is always consider it their grand loss. And I would actually give them maybe about like a week, to respond, before you actually, will give up on them, because maybe this person is really incredibly busy. Maybe they're incredibly nervous. Maybe, for whatever reason, any kind of valid reason, where, something unexpected took place and then they didn't really have time to respond. But I would just give them maybe about a week to respond, and then later on just forget about them and try to find somebody different. Because the thing is, if people care about each other, they will put time into wanting to be with you as well. Not say, well, I'm incredibly busy, so I can't do this right now, and stuff like that. That's usually kind of a, yeah, I mean, what is that phrase? But either way, it's like, it's kind of, just, saying, no, I can't be putting time and effort because I just don't want to be around you and stuff like that. So, again, always consider it their grand loss, because, there's more, to each individual that meets the eye, so. But who's the other person? 9 of Pentacles. Interesting. This person's probably a luxurious individual. It could be, an earth sign, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. But what I more or less see here is, it's like maybe, it's like this person, could be, living a very, rich lifestyle and stuff like that. Maybe you both are incredible, rich individuals, in your own way, stuff like that. But it looks like, that when you look at this vampirist, playing the piano, is that, she could be, too focused on herself. I mean, it depends, a man and woman in the situation. But whoever this person is, seems to be kind of a bit too focused on themselves, and to think, okay, it's like, I would rather, be focusing on my goals, dreams, and endeavors, and I don't really have much time for, any courtship and stuff like that. And, sometimes, okay, some people are just like that and stuff like that. If they, maybe they need more time. But again, it's like, if this person does love you, if this person approached you or accepted, any kind of like communication and reciprocation and stuff like that, okay, this person also seems to be kind of, within themselves, and they think, okay, it's like, I'm not so sure I can, handle this right now, stuff like that. So I would just give them a week and stuff like that. And even, the night before, the weekends, just let them know to say, I really, you could even have a final attempt, or even, just wait and see what happens and stuff like that. Because, it seems like this person, could be a bit, standoffish, sort of. Interesting. What's the relationship? Okay. Three of Swords, I sort of understood that from the standoffish kind of situation, because the thing is the Three of Swords, which is one of the cards I pulled for the vampire, literally ended my life. The thing is, this looks like this relationship is definitely coming to an end, because the other person seems to be too much within themselves to even want to reciprocate and to show any kind of love towards you. And maybe, you're the one that's kind of, either waiting for them, waiting for the other person and just saying, well, when am I going to hear from them? The other person is, probably thinking, I'm just going to, take, Gemini for a ride and stuff like that. I'm just, not going to put time and effort into it because I'm busy with my own, endeavors and my own plans and quests and stuff like that. So, yeah, I mean, I would, again, consider it their grand loss and stuff like that. And yeah, for the ones who are going through a divorce or breakup, I understand that this relationship probably just ended like that. I'm sorry in any way, hopefully not as fast as I just snapped my fingers, but yeah, it's like, okay, sometimes these things happen and stuff like that. And again, you always consider it the other person's grand loss and never yours, because, if you're the one that really, felt, this genuine love and admiration and respect towards the other person, then it was never ever about you. So, the past. Death. Ooh. Another card I pulled for the vampire who killed me off. But the thing is about death. Obviously, it's not anything, that passed on. In that case, my 100% sincerest condolences in any way. But death is kind of like a rebirthing kind of situation. So maybe, it's like I'm kind of getting two different things. From the ones who are single, death is kind of like a rejuvenating or renewal kind of situation, where you're just kind of entering into a new love phase and stuff like that. But death is also kind of like, I'm out with the old and in with the new and stuff like that. I mean, you could have been with a Scorpio and stuff like that, but yeah, I mean, it already seemed like that something just did not work out already in the past either, unless it was definitely a rejuvenating moment where you pretty much, ended a relationship with somebody else, and then you probably, jumped into a different relationship with a new person and stuff like that. That could have also been and stuff like that. 100% your prerogative. I will never judge anybody based on their actions in any way, so interesting. The future. Knight of Cups, okay. Yeah, okay. This is for both the ones, going through a divorce, breakup situation, for the ones who are single and stuff like that. But either way, for the ones who are in a very harmonious connection in any way, the thing is, there's definitely going to be something offered to you in the future. Maybe a new beginning of some kind, maybe, man, woman, whoever, maybe they like motorcycles in any way. But this person is definitely going to be heading towards you. It could be a water sign. It's like, air and water could be a nice, beautiful combination. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. But you're definitely going to be proposed something somewhere in the future, which in any way I find it I'm happy and I'm honored to be giving you this beautiful, love connection. And, should this, situation, take place somewhere in the future. But either way, yeah, there's definitely going to be some beautiful offering, or any kind of, maybe it could be renegotiations for divorce or any kind of settlements, or maybe, the offering is that the person will eventually, come back to you, or maybe, the person will eventually, accept your divorce and say, okay, it's like, let's just finish this off and let's just part ways and hopefully in a reasonable manner and stuff like that. But either way, there's an offering taking place somewhere soon. Can't say when or how. That's what I see for my beloved Geminis. Okay. Let's see what Vampire Oracles have for my beautiful Geminis. Okay, this one came out. Sacrifice. Oof, okay. Renunciation, offering, and letting go. Yeah, the thing is, for the ones who are going through a breakup or divorce, okay, I'm sorry, if that is the case. Hopefully it was for the best. 100% your prerogative in any way. It's all about offering and letting go. So, you are offering the divorce papers, and you are going to be letting go or being let go of in the future. Can't say when, where, or how. But yeah, if there was any kind of sacrifice that was made and stuff like that, okay, sometimes, sad but true, from, my 300 years of being in this world, is that I've witnessed countless connections, love interests, romances, whatever, where one person, felt like they were sacrificing themselves to make the other person happy by jumping through hoops, or, taking them out to all these fancy meals and stuff like that, or, courtship, dates and stuff like that, where the other person thought, well, I don't really have much money, but I'm willing to put I'm willing to get a side job or a part-time job or something just to make the other person happy so I can, earn money to take them out on dates and stuff like that. Those types of, sacrificing things. Hopefully it was all for the best. But either way, it looks like that, there was a sacrifice taking place, or there will be a sacrifice taking place soon. Can't say when or how. And that's what I pulled for you. Okay, let's see what Favole has for my beautiful Geminis. Okay, the Ace of Wands. Interesting. Yeah, the Ace of Wands is kind of like, similar to the Star card, and also similar to the Ace of Swords, but this is kind of about putting passion and energy into what you want, wish, and desire in this love connection. So whatever it is, hopefully, it is for the best on what works out best for you in any way. So that's what I more or less see for my beloved Geminis, that there's a beautiful potential, a wish taking place. I mean, you do get the Knight of Cups in the end, and with this, and sacrifice, it's like anything is kind of, could be a sacrifice, whether it's, having to, pay, for, like, food or products and stuff like that. You're sacrificing your money to get something in return and stuff like that. But either way, sacrifice, hopefully, doesn't have to be anything negative in this situation. But I do see a beautiful wish taking place somewhere soon. Can't say where, maybe when or how, but I just want to wish you all the best. Well, my beautiful Geminis, I'm going to have to leave it at this, but if this reading resonated, please feel free to join, subscribe to my channel, and I want to wish you all the best and luck on your love journeys and voyages and endeavors in any way. In a few days, I'm going to go back to general readings. I'm going to go back and forth between general and love for now, but I just want to thank you all so much for choosing me, and I love your devotion towards me because I love you guys in return in many ways, so thank you.